Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is round 6 of FNR Season 2 in the F1 division. We have 15 drivers here with us this evening. I think it's a bit more than we had last week. And we are in the lovely city of Baku in Azerbaijan, the street circuit that has mixed reviews. A lot of people love it, and a lot of people really dislike it. But whenever there's racing here, there's always a bit of drama. We see a nice bit of action, and hopefully that will happen this evening. Just under 12 minutes to go, and you've just seen Timon, nearly called him Fidgman, Timon go fastest as he sets a 1:37.5 in his McLaren car. Do you see Michael coming round? He's not on a lap. Neither is LRB, neither is Restyle. Barton Pole is on an outlap, I believe. So go with him. Or is J Luke on a lap? J Luke is on a lap. So we'll go on board J Luke in that nice smooth sounding Honda engine in that Alpha Tauri. We have a few new faces here this evening that I've noticed. F1 Ferrari 516 in the Haas. He's in. And Sean, I'm not sure, Sean Larry, we might not have seen him for a few races, so he may not be new. But another new person, another Inozia team member, Boilem, something like that. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but Boilem is in FNR. So we have 15 drivers this evening, and let's hope for an entertaining race. But we do have 10 minutes left of qualifying. Still waiting on 5 cars to set their laps. One of them is J-Luke, who we're on board with. Oh, and he's just whacked the left hand side wall there, and he's just whacked the right hand side wall. Interesting. Not sure if that's just a lapse of concentration or what, but that's very peculiar. But he only sets a 140. So Boilem is on his outlap. Barton Pole will be setting his lap. What is it going to be? It's a 1:37.9. Puts himself up to 3rd position for now. We'll go on board with the new guy in Osio Boilem. See what he can do. It's a shame 6 rounds in we still haven't had a full grid, which is a bit of a shame. I feel like the leagues are struggling this time to get full grids. I own BPRL, as many people know, on the PS4 side, and yeah, we had our first round last night in both tiers, and I think we barely managed 15 in the top tier. I think we got 14 actually, something like that. So it's not great numbers. You want to be looking at least about 18. You only want to be missing like a couple at the most. But these are things F1 leagues are having to deal with right now. As Inozia is on this long straight run up to the line. What's his time going to be? So 1:38.1, so didn't break into the 37s. puts himself 6th for now. Shabby still in the pits. Lego also still in the pits. NRB is out there on a lap. It's a very tough track, this one. Not one that I enjoy too much myself. Is NRB going to improve on his time of 1:38.4? I'm sure he'll be hoping to get into the 37s. Not sure he's going to do it though. I think he's going to be 38.1, just off the 37s. He's the quickest of the 38 so far, and that puts him up to 5th place. Timon and Ryan are very closely matched together. Ryan's on an in-lap. Timon's on a lap, actually, so we'll see if he improves from his 5.36. Michael's also out there on a lap. Sean Larry on a lap? No. Stick with Michael. Actually, let's go to Timon. Is he going to improve on his time? Oh, he's decided against posting that one, so he's come in. Main zone, no, he's not on a lap either. Conrad is. F1 Ferrari fan is. We'll get on board with Michael because he's set a purple sector apparently in the second sector. And he set a 1:37.945, so he's jumped ahead of LRB and moved himself up into 5th place. Conrad's invalidated, so he's going to come in and then have one last go. Ferrari fan is on a lap. J. Luke is also on a lap. J. Luke seems to be struggling with this track at the moment. Ferrari fan, what can he do sitting in 12th? He's done a 1:37.9, so he's gone ahead of his teammate. Up into 5th place, the two Hasses, 5th and 6th for now. J. Luke has invalidated. So what's he going to do? It looks like he's going to set himself up for one last run. He doesn't have time to go in and come back out. And we see Lego is now out. Says he was on a lap, but I think he's backed out of it. who is on a lap. F1 Ferrari isn't on a lap. So who's going to be the first of the cars that have come out to go on a lap? Shabby out. Shabby's out as well. But I see one of the Anossia guys, and it's Timon. So Timon's gone out the earliest, so we'll go on board with Timon here. Less than 2 minutes to go, and it's quite tight up the top between the two Williams and Timon in the McLaren, but we are going to see some times improve, I'm sure. And we saw two drivers in Shabby and Lego Minecraft to post times, so you never know where those two could end up starting on the grid. So it's a 10.5 up in Sector 1 for Timon. He's currently up on his time. He'll be dipping into the 37.3s as it stands. Can he hold the rest of the lap together? Can he improve in the oh, he's backed out. Timon's backed out of the lap. He has more than enough time to get another lap in, but Timon backs out when he was up, unless he felt he lost a lot of time. So we'll go to the next driver, Sean Larry. Saying he's half a second up on his time. He will make it to the line, and I think Michael is just behind him actually. Is Michael going to make it to the line? 3, 2, 1. Just. Wow, just. But we have the last of the drivers coming through. Barnum looks like he's invalidated. So he's done. Lego Minecraft, what's his lap time gonna be? It's a 1:38.3, puts him in 9th position. Barton Pole stays in 4th. Joey, can he improve? Currently 3rd, goes fastest, 1:37.3. Here comes Shabby, up to the line, he goes 7th fastest. I see Domain Zane or J Luke. No, it's LRB. LRB goes 2nd fastest, 1:37.5. I Restyle coming up to the line next. What's his time gonna be? Just improves, but I think he stays 10th there. F1 Ferrari fan and Michael both on their laps. J Luke up into the pits. Domain Zane, can he improve? Not by much. Ryan Pitts. Timon set at 1:37.1, but it was invalid. So unless Michael can pull something out the bag. Oh, 1:37.6. Goes 5th fastest. All we've got is F1 Ferrari 516, and he had a Ferrari in his way there. He's had to move off the racing line to go round him. But that's not the Ferrari driver's fault. That's not Irie Star's fault. That's the AI. AI not getting out of the way. And I just got an Alpha Tower in the way. This is just ruining his lap, and he's bashed the wall there. He'll be frustrated. He's had a couple of AIs in his way. Not much he can do about that. He's still going to try. can get a bit of slipstream off the race. He can barely fit past the racing point there. It's ridiculous. 37.9 is his current time. Can he improve? I didn't see. 7th. He's 6th. So I don't know. I don't know if he's improved there. I didn't see the final time. Oh, he did. 37.7. So he moved up ahead of Brian Pole. So Joey starts on pole. LRB starts alongside him on the front row. And it's the two Dutchmen of Timon and Ryan on the second row. Michael in 5th with F1 Ferrari. The two Hasses taking up the third row. Brian Pole in 7th. Shabby in 8th. Inozia Boalem on his debut 9th. iRestart makes up the top 10. Lego qualifies 11th. 12th Sean Larry. 13th Conrad. 14th Domain Zane. And J. Luke finishes in P15. Here we go then. They line up on the grid. There's 5 lights. And away we go in Baku, Azerbaijan. The Alpha Tauri gets a fairly decent start, but the Williams gets an even better start. And there's 3 cars wide. There's a Haas being squeezed into the wall there. I don't know who that was. I think it was Michael. It was Michael indeed. He's dropped right back. I'm going to go on board with Ryan. F1 Ferrari up to 3rd place. Already making some moves at the start of the race here. Barton Pole looking at the back of Ryan. Restyle and Shabby having a little scrap. Oh, and Shabby's gone deep into the side of Barlam. Restyle managed to come out unscathed. Shabby didn't get any front wing damage. Now they're 3 wide. This could end badly. It's all gone quite well actually. Sean Larry backed out, knew that inside line wasn't going to be the line for him. And Shabby, Michael and Sean carry on as they were. Everyone else looking good so far. Joey with a 1.5 second lead already. And I'll stick with F1 Ferrari fan. I just need to dip for 1 moment. Apologies all, I am now back. So, what have I missed? Doesn't look like we've seen we haven't really seen any changes here, but we're going to see a change in the top 3. Ferrari, F1 Ferrari is past LRB as Timon actually sets the fastest laps. So LRB is going to have Timon right on the back of him. Ryan's dropped off a bit. And he's got the likes of Juan Pole and Boilam behind him. Restyles a bit further back with Shabby, Michael, Sean all together. Lego then also a bit further back as well. These guys here are all sort of over a second. And Domain Zane looks to have pitted for the hard tyre. It's a great start for F1 Ferrari. Let's take a look at the position changes. He's up 4 positions within the first couple of laps. That is a phenomenal start for him. So as one Haas, he nearly lost the back end there actually, as one Haas makes moves up the field, his teammate Michael has actually gone down 5 positions since the start. He's not had a great start to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, so hopefully his fortunes can start to change like his teammates. So there we are, and DRS is obviously now enabled for all the drivers. So where are we going to see moves? I think LRB is going to come back at Ferrari, and Joey's already into the pits. Now, does he have damage? I'm going to just stay on board with him for now. Sean Larry also pits on those medium tyres. He's got damage. So Joey pits for a damaged wing. So does Sean Larry. So two drivers there pitting. And LRB staying on the back of F1 Ferrari, who takes the lead of this race due to Joey pitting. Treacherous course, treacherous track. Everyone knows to do well here. You just got to keep the car out of the wall, otherwise you'll be stopping. Because the damage, even a small bit of damage, can really affect you around here. Can really make you struggle through some of the tight turns. Evening to everyone who's tuning in. This is FNR Round 6 of the F1 tier Season 2. And we are in Azerbaijan, as you can see. We are only 4 laps deep, so plenty of action still to come, and 15 drivers all still in this race. So Joey has pitted for the medium. Sean Larry gone onto another set of mediums as well. So we're looking for the medium hard strat, I'm assuming. Oh, and Timon, I didn't see that. Timon is up alongside LRB, and he's now round LRB and into second position. Timon is looking fast here, as Michael is the next car to pit. We'll go on board with Michael. We'll see if he's got wing damage. He does indeed. That wing is getting replaced. Oh no, it's not. No, that's my bad. So Michael just pitted for a fresh set of tyres. So top 3 very tight here at the moment. Ryan in 4th place, struggling to bridge the gap at the moment. He's stuck at a 1.5 second gap right now, and we will be seeing, I'm sure, these soft runners pitting fairly soon, because I don't think the softs last too well here at Azerbaijan. And this is the first time I'm seeing F1 Ferrari, and so far he's looking like a very good contender. Get a flag, sector 2, Shabby. Oh, Shabby, Conrad, Lego. Oh, and they've all been caught up. Joey's got to be careful here. Oh, J. Luke's managed to stay out of the way. That is disaster. I think Shabby has gone round. He surely has damage. There's no way. He doesn't have visible damage. But Conrad's gone into him. He doesn't have visible damage either. Doesn't look like he has visible damage. Lego does. He's missing an end plate. He's missing pretty much most of that right side of the wing. He's got Joey right behind him now. There's 4 cars here. Oh, and J. Luke was looking up the inside and he's had to back out. And now Michael's coming up alongside him. They know Lego Minecraft's going to be pitting here. So Michael and Joey and J. Luke all having a look at each other into turn 1. There's Timon. Timon has pitted from 2nd place and he's out ahead of these 3. He'll be thankful for that, because you won't want to be involved in a scrap like this. Shabby is still here as well. So there's a bit of a train here at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on this for now. Closest cars are Shabby, J. Luke and Michael. I'm keeping a close eye on the gaps with the top 3. I see Ryan's now inside 1 second, so he's made up a bit of time on the guys ahead. This is where Shabby lost it last time round. Oh, he's got a good exit there. He might be able to make a move on J-Luke. It's not really an overtaking part of the track. I think he might be alright. We're going to quickly dash to the front because Ryan is gaining on LRB. But all three of them are coming into the pits. Barn Pole also coming into the pits. Is Restyle going to do the same? No, he stays out. So he's the only one who's staying out so far. So has anyone been jumped? Oh, I think Ryan's jumped LRB in the pits. Interesting. Oh, and Conrad's right behind it. Did Conrad just lose a bit of front wing there on the back end of Ryan? If Codemasters want to give me another view, he is actually making a move on Ryan. It's round the outside. I'm not going to be able to do anything there. Is he missing an end plate? He's not missing an end plate. He's all good. All good for Conrad. So, Ryan has jumped LRB in the pits. And Ryan has also jumped Timon in the pits. That's interesting. So Timon, I think so F1 Ferrari's currently sort of net lead because iRestyle still needs to pit, and Barn Pole's had a massive impact through the castle section and he's lost 2 end plates. So that front wing is not going to be nice. And he's trying to battle away here. I'm not too sure why. He's just whacked that outside wall as well. Really no point in trying to battle when you've got that much damage. He's gone very wide there. Straight into the wall almost. And this section won't be fun for him. He's got to be careful. Yeah. Oh, he's very lucky to not be crashed out there as iRestyle pits from the lead of this race. Barn Pole literally just pitted, so oh, and there he goes. He's crashed out in the pit lane. That's a VSC. That would definitely be a full safety car in real life, but there you go. So it's a VSC. iRestyle's come out. Boilen. Michael's pitted again, so is Sean. So we've lost our first car in the Alfa Romeo of Barn Pole. Took a bit too much speed into the pit entry there, unfortunately for Bois. So that is his race run. And the VSC is over. So this is how things look now that pretty much everyone has done. I think everyone has done a stop now. Actually, Conrad and J-Luke haven't. There's yellow flags. Don't know who the yellow flags were for. Oh, J-Luke getting ahead of Joey. Oh, has Joey suffered some wing damage? He has. Oh, he really has. He's suffered the same sort of wing damage that Barn Pole suffered. So Joey, who qualified on pole, is having a bit of a mare in this one. It went all so well in qualifying. And now he's going to end up at the back of the grid after this pit. Oh, and he's... Jesus. Could have been out of the race there. He's got to go now for the hard tyre. Try and take the hard tyre all the way to the end. We're going to go on board with Shabby, who's looking to make a move on Domain Zane. He's going around the outside. Domain Zane keeping up on the inside, actually. So he's going to contest this. But Shabby gets the better exit and is ahead, moves himself up into P11. And Sean Larry is also behind these two as Domain Zane's making another move. He's up the inside, he wants that P11 back, oh, and he slightly squeezes Shabby into the wall. And Shabby has got wing damage. That was a bit naughty, slightly naughty there from Domain Zane. Not sure, he should have given more room. Whether he could have or not just depends on if he had a bit of oversteer there. If he had a bit of oversteer, then it's very hard for him to give the room, but if he didn't, then room should have been given, and he did squeeze Shabby there. He had nowhere to go, and he suffered wing damage, which he's gonna now have to pit for, and he just pitted 2 laps ago, and there's a yellow flag in sector 2. Is that Joey again? No, he's all good. Picked up a time penalty, but apart from that, he's fine. No more damage. So here comes Sean Larry, looking at the back of the Red Bull. We saw Shabby give it a go, and Shabby ended up getting a bit of damage after the second DRS zone. Sean is clearly through into turn 1, but will we see Domain Zane have a go? And Shabby has retired from the race. He has retired in the pits. That won't be a happy man at all there. Squeezed into the wall, and that's subsequently finished his race. He would have been way behind. No real chance of getting points. So he's decided to call it quits. We're going to move up the field, because Timon is coming up to Conrad. Conrad's on 9-lap-old mediums. He's had these since the start of the race. Currently runs 4th. Not doing a bad job so far. I wonder, I'm not really sure what the strat is. I think it is medium hard. And here comes Timon on a much fresher, much fresher hard tyres, sorry. But Conrad does pit anyway, so are we coming in onto the hards? There you go. And let's have a look. Is he going to cut ahead of his teammate? Just behind. So just behind his teammate of Lego Minecraft and just ahead of Michael. Which might not be a good thing for Lego, because that does mean Michael now has DRS on his teammate, which is going to bring him a bit closer to obviously Conrad and Lego. But we'll move a few places further up. This is the battle for 5th place. iRestar is closing in on J Luke, who, like Conrad, has been on his set of mediums since the start. He's the last car not to have pitted so far, so trying to go as long as he can. I think he might come under threat here. And Ozzy Boilem's actually gained a lot on iRestar in that final sector. And here comes iRestar on J Luke. He's gonna make the move. Is J Luke coming in anyway? He is. So iRestar up to 5th and Boilem up to 6th. Oh, and J Luke's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's one of the most frustrating penalties you can get on the game. You just always just get so pissed off with yourself. So we're on board with Michael, who's on the mediums, Conrad on the hard, so he should be faster. Conrad should have the pace later on in the race. Michael's going to have to take those mediums a long way, but I think a lot of the guys that went on to mediums will be hoping for another safety car, like Boilam, Lego and Michael. So at the moment, F1 Ferrari's actually extending the gap at the top. He's got 3.5 second lead over Ryan right now, and he's sitting pretty comfortable. Ryan's got a near 2.5 second gap to LRB in third, and LRB's got a 3.8 second gap to Timon in fourth, and Timon's got a 5.7 gap to iRestyle in fifth. So top four are sitting very comfortably in their positions right now, but iRestyle isn't. He's got Boilam coming at him. Mediums versus the hards. Mediums right now will be the faster tyre. He also has the DRS, so that's a nice and easy move for the McLaren driver. He moves up to 5th place, so McLaren's looking good so far, running 4th and 5th place respectively. Oh, and Sean Larry has caused a safety car. How has that happened? Boilam's got a drive-through penalty, speeding under the safety car. This could change things, I think. I think you'll see a lot of the hard runners will go onto the mediums here. I think almost everyone will pit here. Maybe not J. Luke, he's just pitted onto fresh mediums. They'll be fine to the end. But I'm pretty sure everyone will pit here. So F1 Ferrari pits, Ryan pits, LRB pits, Timon pits. Boilam pits, iRestyle pits. I can't see any jumps being made in the pits. Lego Minecraft pits. Michael doesn't pit. J. Luke even pits. He's just pitted onto mediums. Very strange. Joey definitely will pit as well, and Domain Zane will pit as well. So there we go. J. Luke, what have you done here, mate? J. Luke's gone onto the inter tyre. That's definitely not what he meant to put on. Oh, Jesus Christ, he can hardly stop his car. I think he's got damage now. I mean, he will pit again. There's no way he's going to be carrying on the inter tyre. I wonder if he just got damage off of that. Yeah, he is missing an end plate. Oh dear, J. Luke. So J. Luke is going to drop down to 12th position because he is going to have to pit again. Interesting. Michael didn't pit. 5 lap old mediums. He's got 12 more laps to do on him. It's going to be a tough ask. Unless he believes there's going to be another safety car. And Joey has gone on to the softs. So he's going to try and take softs for 12 laps. So we got some brave drivers out there at the moment. I'm just going to quickly grab myself a drink and I'll be back with you all momentarily. I don't know if anyone else watching just saw what I was watching. What on earth were Barnum and Lego Minecraft doing? It's like someone obviously got a 5-second penalty, and then the other one obviously done something back to gain them a 5-second penalty. And then suddenly it was all like just both giving each other 5-second penalties. Like, what is that? And that has meant that Barnum has now retired from the race. I'm honestly left speechless by that. I think that's ridiculous. But anyway, we are going racing again. So F1 Ferrari will be the car to lead everyone away. He's taking his time right now. Oh, and he's off. There he goes. And we can already see Timer's looking to make a move on Michael into turn 1. Round the outside that McLaren goes, and he makes the move already. Oh, Conrad and Lego Minecraft's trying to make a move on Raystar already. Conrad's dropped back a couple of places. Timon is looking to make a move on third place. LRB up the inside. LRB gives him enough room, and Timon actually gets the move done. Restar's managed to keep hold of 6th. Joey right on the heels of Lego Minecraft here. No move is going to be able to be done there though. It's his safety. Oh, Zane loses the back end of his Red Bull. And with that losing time, and there's an absolute pile up. Lego Minecraft hitting the wall in the castle section. It's another safety car. So thankfully the guys that were caught up in it, I think Joey, Conrad, Zane, J Luke and obviously Lego, the 5 drivers involved, so thankfully they've got a safety car which will bring them back into the race again. So now with less than 10 laps remaining, will we see people now pit for softs? Doesn't look like it's going to happen. These guys will all be pitting for damage, I'm pretty sure. So these 5 come in. I'm sure everyone will be going on to softs here. Yep, soft for Joey, soft for Conrad. Zane is on 2 lap old mediums. Soft for J Luke, and Lego has gone on to 6 lap old hards. He's at a double stack as well, which is a bit painful, but it is safety car, so he's all good. Not sure if he meant to go on hards or if he just didn't have any tyre compounds left. So I have to see how he goes. And we wait once more. This is the first lap of the safety car. There will be 1 more lap, and then we'll have 7 laps to go. So, we are seeing Lego, I believe, is just getting rid of the 5-second penalties that he's been given through that sort of very messy don't know what you'd call it, just that part where him and Azerbaijan had contact. And now the safety car is going to be coming in finally. So we are actually going to have 5 laps. No, 6 laps, sorry. We're going to have 6 laps of racing as Lego joins the back end of the field. At the front, F1 Ferrari is going to get everyone going again, and here he goes. So let's keep an eye on Timon, because he does like a move at the start of racing. Michael and Restyle having a good battle together. We're going to go on board with Nazir Joey to have a look at this one. Michael trying to hold it up the inside, but no luck there. And now Joey on the fresh soft is going to whiz past Michael here and up into P7. Restyle got a corner cutting, gained 1 place, so he got 5-second penalty. So that must have been on Michael. And Lego is battling away with Domain Zane. And he's got himself up into 9th place. Oh, and J Luke getting very tight on the exit. Let's see if Lego can make it through the castle section this time. He does. Good to see. He'll be happy. Happy that he's gone from that and all those penalties to now sitting in the points in 9th position. Oh, Joey going straight over that curve there. Obviously no DRS until after the next lap. So they will only have DRS for the final 4 laps. So it makes it a bit harder to overtake for now. But Joey is going to give it a go on iRestyle. I see Conrad as well is having a look at Michael. Oh, Restyle's trying to hold it out the inside, but he can't. Joey is through up into P5. Conrad couldn't get a move done on Michael. Are we going to see any moves done here? See, Michael is now on 13 lap old mediums, and everyone around him is on much fresher mediums or fresh softs. So he's got to do an almighty defensive job to keep that Haas in 7th place. So are we going to see F1 Ferrari win on his debut? For this tier anyway. I haven't seen him in another tier as I'm aware of. So it's his first race. He's currently trying to look, he's really used a lot of ERS. He's really trying to get out of the 1 second gap to Ryan, and he's currently doing that. Ryan, you can see he's really pushing, really trying to get it within the 1 second. Oh, and Ryan's just outside. So he hasn't got the DRS So Ryan's going to have to be worrying here about Timon behind him. Here he comes. He's not going to get close enough for a move on his fellow Dutchman. What about LRB on Joey? Nothing there. Anyone else? Michael is still managing to keep in 7th spot. Oh, excuse me, tired. Long day at work. J. Luke currently occupies the final point scoring position. Sticking with Lego. Oh, there's a yellow flag in sector 2. It's Conrad. He's completely lost the front wing. And that is pretty much Conrad's race run. I don't think he's going to be getting any points today. Let's go further up, back to the front of the race, because Timon is now past Ryan and into 2nd place. And Aussie Joey has actually set the fastest lap on those softs. Michael, look at that, he's now moving up the field on 15 lap old mediums. Oh, and he's nearly lost it on the exit of turn 2. He's going to be under a bit of pressure, but he has DRS, so that saved him there. So we'll stay with this lot. Timon now to 2nd. Can he be the man to chase down F1 Ferrari and grab the win of this race? We obviously don't know about people's penalties. Michael hasn't got a good exit there, and Restart has actually managed to retake 6th place from the Haas driver. Oh, and he's really struggling on those mediums now. Those mediums are gone. They are well and truly gone. The back end is just sliding out wherever he goes. Ryan has now dropped down to 4th place. But is that team orders? I'll be interested to see if that's team orders. Maybe it's not, because Ryan's coming back through here. But they might be using each other to get out to Timon if they can. Because Joey's on the softs, so he might have a better chance of getting up to him. On the final 2 laps, they're going to change position once more. See, Ryan's not battling. Just let Joey through. But Lego and Restart battling. Lego's into the wall. He's still going, is he? No. He's just tried to retire himself and it's not worked. So he's retired on the track. Lego Minecraft's race is run. I'm not really sure what happened. It may have been that Restart squeezed him too much. But we are down to 10 drivers and Conrad is actually going to be in the points now. So he's carried on and he will be getting a point if he finishes this race. Here comes LRB on Ryan. No, he looked at the move, but he thought maybe it's not the right time to go for it. And he might just be waiting for this DRS zone. Here he goes, the AlphaTauri. So is Ryan struggling? It's interesting, he's really backed off, but we've entered the final lap of the race. It's been a long one. But finally, we're on the final lap. And it looks like F1 Ferrari is going to take a debut win here. Timon hasn't been able to gain in the way that he'd like to. Conrad sets the fastest lap on those softs, 140.7. So we get an extra point as well. So it's not too bad there from where he was going to be getting 0 points. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. What was that? Oh, it's J. Luke. J. Luke has lost it out of the castle section. He's got no front wing. So I wonder if Michael, on fresh softs, is going to catch him before the end. We're going to go up to the front though, because it's a great debut race for F1 Ferrari in the Haas. And he's going to come home, barring any penalties. He's going to take the win on the track, and he does. Timon comes in second. Joey takes third. LRB takes third because Joey had penalties. Ryan takes fifth. Restyle takes sixth. Domain Zane will take seventh. J. Luke will just about hold on to eighth in that AlphaTauri with no front wing. Michael coming home ninth. Oh, he set the fastest lap. Michael will get the extra point. Unless Conrad can grab it back. So here he comes. Conrad coming home in 10th place. Will he grab that fastest lap? No. There is your driver of the day. It's Domain Zane. Well done to him for receiving that. And there we have it. F1 Ferrari wins his debut race in FNR. Timon comes home in second, and LRB comes home in third. So congratulations to those guys as well. It's a hard fought race around the streets of Baku, but fairly thrilling one. And there is the final race result. So Michael is confirmed to get the fastest lap. And we finished with only 10 drivers, as Lego, Anozia, Charlary, Shabby and Bois all failed to finish this race. We will see you next week. That is halfway through the season. So next week, start the second half of the season in Netherlands, in Zandvoort. We look forward to seeing you there. Join me again next week at 10:15, where we go racing once more. Hope everyone has a good evening, and goodbye.